Today we're working on 6.5. Yes, only 12 questions. And they're actually, this is actually something you guys will pick up pretty quickly. So, there are multiple ways to solve systems of equations. You can guess and check, which is a terrible idea. Don't ever do that. You can graph it and find the intersection that way. Or last time we did substitution, where you get one variable isolated and you plug in that information into the other equation and then solve. And then there's another one called elimination. So if your equations are lined up like this, where the x's are in line, the y's are in line, the equal signs and the answers are all lined up, then we can do something we call elimination. And remember, every equation is just a balance. There's just as much weight on one side as there is on the other side. So in this first equation, this amount weighs negative 6 pounds. And this amount weighs 22 pounds. So when the equations are lined up like that, you can just add the x's to the x's, the y's to the y's, and the answers to the answers, because they're balanced. So the reason we do that is because the y's are exact opposites of each other, and when we add them, they will eliminate. So I draw an addition line there. 5x plus 3x is 8x, and then 2y minus 2y is 0, equals negative 6 plus 22 is 16, and now the y's are gone. So I divide by 8, and I get x equals 2. Now I need to find y. How do I find y? Plug 2 in for x. Into which equation? It doesn't matter. Pick which one you think is easier. So I will put 2, I'm going to stick it into the top one. And I get 5 times 2 plus 2y equals negative 6. 5 times 2 is 10, so I will subtract 10. 2y equals negative 16. Divide by 2, and I get y equals negative 8. Yeah. Okay, hold on. Let's do another one of these, because there is one type of problem that's just a little bit different. Okay. This one is set up for elimination. Everything's lined up, and the x's are exact opposites of each other. Is that always going to happen? No, in fact, most of the time it won't. So tomorrow we'll learn how to solve them when they don't cancel, at least not originally. So I add. My x's cancel. Negative 8y plus 13y is 5y. And 3 minus 18 is negative 15. So y is negative 3. Does everybody understand that? Stick that back in. Put it right there. Negative 3x plus 13 times negative 3 equals negative 18. Negative 3x. 13 times negative 3 is negative 39. So I need to add 39 over here. And 39 minus 18 is 21. Divide by negative 3. X is negative 7. Those are my answers. Okay. So that's the easier type. The other one, it's not really much harder, but if we look at number 2, it doesn't quite work the way I want. What's going on here that I don't like? Nothing eliminates. But is there a way to change one of the equations so that it does eliminate? Yes. What should I do? I can do anything I want to an equation as long as I do the same thing to both sides. So I pick one of the equations and I times it by -1. So let's multiply this by -1. What does that do? It changes all the signs. So this sign becomes negative, this sign becomes negative, and this sign becomes positive. So if the elimination numbers are correct but the sign is wrong, just change all the signs in one of the equations and then they will eliminate. Now, when I add, -5x plus 3x is -2x. The y's cancel, and 4 plus 12 is 16, so x is -8. Then I plug that back in. Doesn't matter which equation I use. 3 times -8 plus 4y equals 12. 3 times -8 is -24. So I need to add 24 to both sides. 4y equals 36. So y is 9. No, it does not matter which one you multiply by -1. Nope. Okay, let's do one more. It's actually just one. It's the same question over and over and over, but sometimes there's a negative and sometimes there isn't. Okay. Oh, that one lines up, so we don't need to change anything. Okay. This one, I need to multiply one of them by -1, so I just change the signs, and they all become negative. The x's cancel. 3y minus 6y is -3y. 4 minus 16 is -12. So y is 4. Okay. Plug the 4 back in. 4x plus 6 times 4 equals 16. 6 times 4 is really just 24. So I subtract 24. 4x equals -8. So x is -2. So you're going to work the same type of problem over and over and over. Sometimes you don't need to multiply by -1, and sometimes you do. Now, elimination can get a little bit more complicated, and we'll work on that in succeeding days, but today should be pretty easy. Okay, get to work.